The thing to know about this family, dearest, is that each of us, we have our little quirks. Although we always stick together and our love for one another perseveres.
Oh, what do we have here, little Hades? Seems to me that you have company. Well, I'll just leave the two of you alone. My lips are sealed tighter than a warship hull.
Oh, feel free to stay, Poseidon. I was just explaining what an idiot you are, though you're able to articulate this best. Anyway, dearest, what was I on about?
Hey, Zagreus. There's something I've been wondering, and don't take this the wrong way or anything, okay? Oh no. It's her.
Why, Artemis, you're absolutely tongue-tied. Due to our little godling in the underworld, or a little due to me? You shall figure it all out, I'm sure.
Look, what was I... just... never mind. I'll talk to you some other time, I guess.
Oh, dearest, I have brought you keen-eyed Artemis, who, in her focus on the hunt, has not developed social graces suitable enough to come to you herself.
Social graces, she says. Going about like that. I'm sure you know that I can find you when it's necessary, Zagreus. Though how to get away from Aphrodite, I have no idea. Zagreus, despite my hunter's instincts, here it seems I was unable to elude Aphrodite in this particular case, who insisted that we present ourselves to you at the same time, for whatever reason.
Oh, come now, Artemis. I'm sure you're very capable of hiding from a common beast, but I can see you plain. Why not be honest with yourself next time?
Wars waged over love, my kin. Can you imagine that? The Lady Aphrodite and I can endlessly discuss such circumstances. I trust from time to time you stop to ask yourself how come you choose to fight. Not that you need a reason, of course.
Oh, Lord Ares, truly there isn't the need to cloud our little godling's thoughts and judgment with such comments, is there, Let's give him what he wants, and we can carry on in private about that. I think for many of us, dearest, it can come as a surprise to learn that love and war often go hand in hand. Opposite forces, yet this connects them, doesn't it? The fiercest passions of gods and mortals. Isn't that right, Lord Ares?
Mortals are so bent on clinging to their lives that many of them would gladly kill for it. The surge of emotion which they feel, one passion is no different from another, Lady Aphrodite, dear.
You must forgive us, little godling, meaning our extended family here upon Olympus. Some of us are terribly stuck up and must be making matters much more complicated than they have to be.
I wonder, dearest Aphrodite, whether you'd be willing to repeat such things directly to my countenance.
Oh, you must know full well that I would do much more than that directly to your countenance, Athena dear. Quite frankly, you could use a lot of work. Dearest, you must know, Goddess Athena and myself, we don't always share a common view, perhaps because she overthinks things constantly, while my heart leads me on.
I'm glad we understand each other then. It would be most embarrassing to be caught bickering amongst ourselves in front of Zagreus. Your predicament has pulled our family together, united in a desire to assist you, cousin. Even those who typically do not think much of those other than themselves.
Oh, if only I had wisdom such as yours, Athena dear, so that I was more capable of picking up on subtle jabs and insults such as that. You're not fooling anybody with your feigned benevolence, you know.
The world is not all lies and deceit as you make it out to be, Aphrodite. Sometimes a lending of assistance is no more than it appears to be. Now either back up Zagreus or stand aside.
The venerable goddess of the seasons, Demeter, chooses to look as stately as can be. Can you believe it, dearest? Although, why one would mark so many fine lines upon their face, I wouldn't know.
Oh, Aphrodite, dear. You wouldn't know a thing of substance if it offered you a cloak. Your chosen countenance makes plain the full extent of your intentions, and your interests alike. Remember something for us, Zagreus. A frozen heart holds no sway over anyone at all. Isn't that right, oh Aphrodite, dear?
Oh, I don't know, my dearest Demeter. The frozen heart has tendency to thaw, and then begin to beat with renewed vigor after that. I trust your time shall come. It can never be too late. Except for mortals, the poor things.
Look, Zag, you should know by now that when it comes to feasting, it's yours truly here who puts on the best performance. But I do have Lady Aphrodite's help.
Wine does have a rather special way of making everybody look even more beautiful than ever, Dionysus dear. And from such beauty why long-lasting love is born. And also shorter-lasting love, much of the time. My powers, dearest, oft go hand in hand with those of Dionysus, with his power to persuade the mind to find such beauty where it isn't really.
No need to flatter me like that there, Lady Aphrodite. Beauty's almost entirely within the mind, I'm sure. And in the muscles, and the jawline, and the winning smile, and, well, who am I to tell you, yeah?
Dearest, your lord uncle wishes to address you from our mountaintop, although I had assured him that the two of us, we had everything well under control.
Come now, Zagreus. The only thing Lady Aphrodite has under control is her long list of salivating suitors, am I right? Aphrodite, how about you bestow your blessing and be off, and I'll take it from here. Young man, I know you'd like to get to know the comely Aphrodite face to face. Or, I don't know, you can decide once you arrive at last. He can decide, isn't that right, my Lady Aphrodite,
Why, I never, Lord Zeus. That sounded rather like a crass remark from you. How shocking that the golden standard for the rest of us should have such words from me.